And now, for a special partner showcase from Sumax Engineering, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Vinay Piparsania. Is he here? Yes. Yes. Former Executive Director at Ford India and Director at Ford's Asia Pacific and African operation, Mr. Piparsania is Senior Advisor to Sumax Engineering and Autocram India, which offer a full range of leading premier car care products, solutions, and services. With over 30 years of global operational experience in successfully planning, developing, and launching several new models in emerging markets, Mr. Piparsania has a mechanical engineering degree from IIT Delhi and an MBA from Tulane University, New Orleans. Thank you. So over to you.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and I don't want to hold you from lunch, and I know everyone's getting a bit edgy. So what I'm going to do is that explain to you what it is that we're trying to do at Sumax Engineering and Autochrome. The thing is that what really is getting valued is, of course, service and all the customer expectations, but then it comes with a responsibility. It comes with the responsibility that whatever products and whatever services we offer are also done with a sustainable environment and an understanding of how we're impacting that. One of the things that we must all realize is that service is one, it's regarded as a pollutant, it's regarded as toxic, it's regarded as a consumer of water, and a lot of resources that need to be brought back. We're seeing more and more regulations, particularly where you cannot now have workshops use running water. We shouldn't be washing cars anymore because water is becoming a scarce resource, and we have to find ways to conserve it. So one of the missions that Sumax and Autochrome is doing is how do we make products that are both environmental friendly and are able to provide solutions and services which actually meet customer expectations also. So this is really what I want to show you, especially one solution where I want to focus on, which explains how we, if we do our business responsibly, it can give back in a major way and also ensure that your customer satisfaction, customers are also participant of it, and therefore leads to much more satisfaction because they too are doing their bit for the environment. All right, so Sumax, we have a stall here. We have a lot of literature, and I can request you to please come across, meet with our representatives, and have a look at what it is that we do. So Sumax, global product company. If I could have the next slide. Okay, go this way. Sorry. Can you do it from there? Oh, okay, great. So the car has a lot of protection required, and that protection requires a number of things. That is what Sumax does. Sumax and Autochrome are in the business of providing all consumables and protective solutions that ensure that the car is, the gloss levels are maintained, you use the least amount of water, so ceramic coatings are there, we have windshield protectors, and we have headlight protectors, all those that keep the value of your high asset. So a lot of global associations, we work with a lot of Japanese manufacturers who have provided these solutions, and you can assume, you can take it that they have all the necessary global approvals which are required for them to meet all the toxic and all the different safety requirements that these products are required by OEMs. So this is a case study. Last year, in 2019, we just near this year, in June on Environment Day, Maruti came up with their scorecard of how much water that they had saved through the service of dry foam wash. Dry foam wash is different from a dry wash. Dry foam wash is a solution that you put on as a foam and then scrape it off. It acts like a sponge and then takes the dirt off, leaving a thin layer of gloss, which ensures that the car's shine is almost like that of a water wash. So the amount of millions of liters of water that they saved. As you can see, 6.9 million vehicles were used, and here 20,000 dry foam washes were done, and we had saved a total of 656 million liters of water. The idea is a dry foam uses less than a liter of water, whereas a normal car wash would use anywhere between 100 to maybe 300 liters of water, depending upon how it's running and how much is actually wasted. And the idea is that the improved final wash also meets the gloss level that a customer requires. And this particular analysis was done for those cities where water was a big crisis. And these are, given that Maruti's scale, 3,600 workshops. Now, I'd like all of you to understand your workshops, and if you were able to do the same for the number of throughput that you have, how many millions, how many lakhs of liters of water you can save, and how that can be a scorecard that you too can publicize in the same way that Maruti had done. So dry foam is basically a solution that is put into a liter of water, and then you use a mitt, which is spreading it around, and then use a squeegee to squeeze it off because it acts like a sponge. And there is a brush for the difficult areas, especially like the wheels, where you have a metal brush, very gentle, which can also scrape off all the other hard-to-reach areas on that. So here's a quick video to show you how it's done. Okay? So that is we can do it both on-site with compressed air, or you can do it through a bottle where we have a pump, and you can do it at home, or you can do it at an off-site location like a parking area. The only thing is do it in a shaded area is what we suggest. So there are two things. Okay. What you should do is that there's also, like the big question asked, is the engine area. Okay, the engine area, there's a special spray which a foam is put on, and that is just wiped off. In the case of wheels, we put on the foam there, and there's a metal brush that is used to scrape off all the hard-to-reach areas and the dust level. So this is where you're first putting the surface cleaner. You put into the bottle 10 milliliters for every 990 milliliters of water, making it for 1 liter, pump it, and then put it on as a foam. Okay, this is the, as I mentioned, for the surface cleaner, which is used for the engine compartment. You put it on, and it is just wiped off after that. Okay? This is the wheel. You put it over there, and you use a metallic brush, which is used to clean that, and that cleans that. Okay, all the inner areas where you have the connection. Okay, this is the sort of where you have the hard tar area. You have a tar remover also. This is the brush, and that's all it needed to scrape it off. And I mean, you don't have to take our word for it or the video for it. What we'd love to do is we'd even be pleased to do a demonstration to explain how this is done, what's the process. You can have the thing of the material. This is the foam wash for the surface. Okay? This is developed by Soft 99 in Japan. And in Japan, they are the leaders in this particular solution in that market. So a foam all through all the flat surfaces, glass, metal. Okay? You use a soft mitt, which is used to spread it, and that acts like the sponge, as I mentioned, which sucks off all the dust. And it is with a squeegee, it is just scraped off. See there, the mitt, and there. Okay, and you can fast, I don't know if you can just fast forward. I'll show you the last result where we then have the gloss. Just take just one more minute, and then I'll wrap up. If there's any questions on this, I'm happy to take it right now. But looks easy enough, right? And do you think saving 200 liters of water is worth it? I don't think there's a challenge in that, right? In fact, there's a movement, in social media. See, there's the gloss levels. As you can see, really shiny, but it's very important to use the microfiber. The thing that we found in challenges is that the microfiber quality really has to be true microfiber. There's a lot of, unfortunately, spurious stuff out there, but don't go by that. Please, what we do is we bundle it all together and offer it as one package so that you really get a whole system and not just, piece by piece. There you are. This is sort of the finish level that you are able to get. Okay? I'm sure you see, and if you compare it with one water wash car, a dry foam wash car, and do a customer comparison, they really aren't able to make out the difference. What we've done is that we explain to customers, this is what we're doing, and you're doing your bit for dry washing your ride, and you can put it on Instagram or something that I did my bit and saved 200 liters of water today. Okay, so this particular product, can offer it as a value-added service, or can be in the replacement of what you do right now in the water wash. And I'm happy to say that we got approvals from almost all the leading OEMs in the country. And this is used at their workshops. And as you saw, with Suzuki explaining the millions of liters of water that they save is an opportunity that could also come with you. We have approvals from both two-wheelers and from four-wheelers. So Nissan, Suzuki motorcycles, Tata Motors, Royal Enfield, they are OEMs that are already using this solution. Okay? And we also have other products that are there, which are basically for all the refinishing. We have a number of range, and please, I do ask that you visit the stall. And this is the steps again, just for your thing, that it's a simple step, very minimal training required, both on-site, off-site. And I know this challenge of water washers, they come and they go. Yes, it takes about one wash, and they're pretty much into the game. Okay? And so we have a lot of value-added products. Please, would also request you to consider the ceramic coating, which is also developed by the same Soft 99. And ceramic coating offers you a huge saving, because then the frequency with which you would wash it is even lower, and there's less of those acid rain and other effects from other pollutants that would go, especially for high-value cars that are performance vehicles. Okay? Sorry. All right, these are the other products, and we'll give you a brochure. We have offices and service centers around the country to meet. We follow our OEMs where we have approvals, so they are already structured in such a way that we have service managers who are in link with all the distribution systems that they have. Okay, thank you. That's Autochrome and Sumax India. Please do visit the stall. We have Vishwas, we have Vaibhav, who will be happy to answer any questions. But please, let's do our bit. We don't have, rules are already there. You cannot wash your car with running water. You cannot have your workshops in locations where, you don't have industrial approval. This will allow you to have that and offer your customer services at even quick service stations. All right? Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was an interesting alternative to water washes, I think. And to felicitate Mr. Piparsania, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Munish Malhotra, Deputy CEO, Ask Frale Friction. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And now I think a little bit delayed, but it's time for lunch. Can I cut the time short? We had scheduled about 50 minutes. Can we make it about 40 minutes or so and be back here as soon as possible so that we can carry on? Also, we need more notes for the competition. Please go and look at the games that K2B Learning has for you. And there are so many stalls there, our mini exhibition. Please do take the time for that. Thank you so much. And lunch now. Thank you.
So friends, that game is still on, which was on in the tea break. If we didn't have a single person who got delayed, that's fantastic. So let's maintain the same record. Otherwise, we can have a nice post-lunch performance here, either singing or dancing. Good for digestion too. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you.